Mr. Narendra Modi, first of all, a very warm welcome to you on NewsX. Let us straight away begin with the topic that is really bothering the nation, affecting the nation. People are losing their lives, and that is the terrorist attacks. In recent times, you made a very interesting suggestion of starting an Indian intelligence service because you were quoted in the media saying that you were very unhappy with the existing reports being circulated by the intelligence agencies, which you felt were like weather reports.
Terrorism is a proxy war. You'll have to consider a war-like situation. And during wartime, what type of decisions we are taking, what type of strategy we are working out. Unless and until we don't do that type of strategy and the proactive role, we cannot save the human beings. And this is an international phenomena. So one psychological war should be that those who believe in a humanity must come together. And Prime Minister should lead this whole movement. And all over the world, we'll have to talk to the people, those who are interested in the human cause. We'll have to isolate terrorists. We'll have to isolate terrorist activity. We'll have to isolate all the countries, those who are supporting terrorism. First, we'll have to do this international movement. Simply a war against terrorism is not enough. We'll have to find out strategy. Then we'll have to educate the people, even the media, even the common man. If this type of threat is there, what type of activity we'll have to do? What type of awareness campaign is required? Unless and until we don't have awareness campaign, we'll create a problem. If someone is putting some packet in the bus and we are not ready to look at it, it will create a problem. We'll have to educate our citizens. The third thing is intelligence. We'll have to strengthen our intelligence system. For that, we require a professional institution. That's why I requested Prime Minister that India, when Sardar Patel was there, he started this IAS, IPS cadre. I request this Sardar Pradhan Mantri that please start this Indian intelligence service. And directly you should recruit for the intelligence activity the person who will join this government job. End of his career, he will be there only. Then there will be no problem. Nowadays, what happens if the police officer is transferred to the intelligence department? They think it's a punishment posting. If it is a punishment posting, then you can't get this type of ability or some professionalism. So it requires a separate. When I talk to Prime Minister, he always says yes, a very good suggestion. When I talk to Mr. Home Minister, he always says yes, very good suggestion. But I'm not getting the result. In Gujarat, we have taken two initiatives. One, we are going to start a forensic science university. In last our assembly session, we have already passed the bill. In this forensic science university, and this is first in the world, it's unique in the world. Nowadays, crimes, to detect the crimes, technology is required, science is required, scientific support is required. Unless and until we don't have a trained human force, we cannot handle this problem.
Is this very typical to Gujarat? Is there any other model that you're following?
Yet I am trying to find out, is there any forensic science university in the world, or even on the internet, even through the human being? Yet I did not get the information. So I'll have to start from beginning. Of course, we will find out a way about how to develop. But in this area, we'll give the post-graduation PhD degrees and the research scholar will be there. Unless until we don't have a human resource available for the forensic activity, we will not handle this type of problem. The second thing we are going to start is Raksha Shakti University. This Raksha Shakti University, like law university, there was a time when we used to do a graduate, then we are going for a law. Now, after 12th, you can do the law. I am going to start the university after 12th. Whoso is interested in the security activity, he can join this university. He can join Army, Air Force, CRP, BSF, even police. He can start his own detective agency. So that's Raksha Shakti University we are going to start. So this type of human resource development activity we will also do. Unless and until we don't do this, and the main thing is political will. Unless and until you don't have a political will to curb this terrorism, you cannot do it. It's a surprise, our Home Minister say that they are our brothers.
I'll quote you a very interesting example, Mr. Modi. I had occasion to personally interview the Home Minister just about a couple of months ago, and I discussed your proposal with him, the fact that you had floated the idea of a central intelligence agency. Per se, he said, it's a very good idea. Per se, he said, yes, it should be under consideration. Then he said that it is a state is a law and order subject, and he talked about bureaucracy and red tape. Do you think that the politics of it all crushes any good idea?
I don't think politics is the political will is a problem. You see, the whole all over the world, 127 countries, they have the new law for this terrorism problem. And India is playing with this terrorism with the 19th century's law. We'll have to change our law, but they are not ready to change. In my assembly, we have passed thrice. Gujarat bill we have passed thrice. And we are requesting them to please do it. They are not giving any answer. It is in the bucket. So this type of people cannot take the decision. They are not serious about it. They are serious for their vote bank politics.
Do you think that the existing laws available to the center are good enough and that they should be implemented in the right spirit, or that new laws are required?
New laws are required. Even in the income tax department, you have changed the law. Then why not fight against terrorism? I don't understand.
As an Indian, do you feel that the center is weak-kneed? Do you feel that they lack the will to push forward?
Is it necessary that I should speak out? Anyone, you ask any man, any person individually, you will get the same reply. What is there in your heart? Is it necessary that I should certify?
Okay, let us move towards the Muslim factor. Let us talk about the fact that in recent attacks, all of them are Muslims. It has been established. There is still a section of the population which still believes that some people have been framed, but they have been put under the scanner. There is talk of collateral damage. There is talk about ghettoization. What are your thoughts?
I don't think when we are talking about the terrorism, we are mixing with this? What is there in Naxalism? Who are they? Are we talking about the caste for the Naxalism? Then we are talking about the caste for the terrorism. Why we are talking about the caste and religion? We'll have to handle this terrorism as a terrorist, Naxalism as a Naxalist. Why we are mixing this subject? They are the enemy of the human society, whomsoever are there.
But whoever is perpetrating such acts, let's call terrorist, is a terrorist who has no religion, but they do have a certain religious game plan. It is quite ostensible, it is quite apparent. Do you feel that they are succeeding in their objective?
There are so many things behind it. But if we will indulge into this type of discussion, we will damage the war against the terrorism. So our focus that we must isolate terrorists from the human society. That should be our strategy. If we will mix up the things, we will give a very good ground to the terrorists. And one should not do this. And the vote bank politicians are doing this. Those who are interested in vote bank politics, they are always talking like in these terms. I am not ready to talk in like in these terms.